And we're back now. So about 2.5 minutes later, it finished creating the research report on beekeeping for beginners. So guys, even though I don't know literally the first thing about beekeeping, I have all the research and all the intel and information that I need to make an incredible book about beekeeping for beginners. So if you look at the research report, it's going to break down the buyer's motivations. So why people are buying it. They're buying it for friends and families because they want to be future beekeepers. It's a new hobby of theirs. It's going to talk about all the positive book qualities that people look for in a book on this topic. And it's even quoting specific Amazon reviews that it pulled this information from. So people want the book to be easy to understand. They want step-by-step instructions. They want a comprehensive glossary. These are really important takeaways that's going to make our Beekeeping for Beginners book better than all the others. And here's what people don't want in a beekeeping book. Here's topics to include, topics not to talk about, overly technical language, things like that. Learn more about the reader, the types of people buying these books, the demographics. It's typically people 25 to 45. So you get the point. But it just goes into such an immense amount of detail, and you can do this again on any topic that you want. So once we have this customer research report, I'm not going to read the whole thing now just for time. We would continue on, hit yes, continue, and then the next step here is to create the book outline. And I'm going to just fill in some of these steps really quickly. The book title, this is something you can edit later, but Beekeeping for Beginners. Subtitle, How to harvest a great bee farm. I don't even know if that's the right thing it's called. But your vision for the book, I want to create the best all-in-one beekeeping book that people will love and want to share with friends and family. So if I was actually creating this book, I would put more thought into that. But just so we can show you how it works, the reading level, I'm going to go with average because it's not based off of the information that told me. It's 25 to 45-year-olds, so it's not young readers, don't want it to be advanced. So the reading level is going to be average. So these are just the things you can customize to make your book unique. And I want my book, I generally like 10 to 12 chapters. So let's make my book 12 chapters. And I can really just hit generate now. And now it's going to start generating the book outline for my book. And all you have to do is just sit back and again wait. So this time it's going to take probably on average between 9 and 14 minutes. I'm going to pause this again and I'll resume when it's done. And we're back again. It took 12 minutes and 45 seconds for it to write this entire outline. This would normally take weeks, and it just did it in 12 minutes and 45 seconds. So here it is. What I like to do is I like to go into what's called edit mode, hit that, and then it opens it up, and you get to see the table of contents on the left-hand side. And the great thing is, this is where you can really customize it and personalize it however you like, or you can just leave it as is. But you can move the chapters around, you can make edits, you can cut things out, you can tweak it to your heart's content. But let's just say we're happy with the outline, so we can see here that it's going to be about 32,000 words, which is the perfect length. Go out of this, and then we'll just hit continue. So yes, continue. And before it actually writes the full manuscript, what it's going to do is it's going to do a writing sample. So about the first 1 to 1.5 chapters, it's going to give you as a preview. That way you can read it and just make sure that you're happy with the style, with the tonality, and how it's writing for you. So we'll just wait for that, and then we'll be back. And we are back. The writing sample took 1 minute and 27 seconds to write, and here it is. So definitely give this a read. Make sure that you absolutely love it, because it's there to give you a taste of what your book is going to look and feel like. So once we're happy with it, what we're going to do is click here, yes, I want to generate the full manuscript, click continue, and then what we do is we redeem a credit. It's exactly like how Audible works. If you've used Audible before, you redeem credits for audiobooks. Here, you redeem a credit and it writes a book for you. So we're just going to hit yes, use 1 credit, and congratulations, your manuscript is being written. So we're just going to sit and hang out here. It's probably going to take about 45 minutes, but just sit back, relax, while it writes your book. So I'll be back when it's done. And we are back. The book is complete. Guys, it actually only took 26 minutes. And the great thing is, as you read through it, have as much fun with it as you want. Don't be afraid to make changes to it. there's a lot of built-in features that allow you to edit it. So let's say there's this paragraph here you don't like. You could use these tools, you can rephrase it, and it'll rewrite it for you. You can make it shorter, you can make it longer. There's so many things you could do, and it's all built into the tool itself. So you can see here, it just rewrote it for you, and it's just so easy to use. But that's the whole process. I created an entire book from scratch on a topic I know nothing about in less than an hour and a half, okay? And even if you scroll down to the bottom, it includes all of the references, which are really important because you want to make sure that you citate where all of your information and your facts are coming from, and it provides you everything. So it just gives you everything you need to publish your book. So it's honestly incredible. It still blows my mind. So let's just hop back into the slides. So Mackenzie here created a book with a manuscript writer on breastfeeding. And she says, the style of it is exactly what I was going for. From the heart, educational, but also real. Like I was talking to mothers in their own home. I'm absolutely blown away by it. So, and it's 1,000 times faster. It's so fast and so easy to use, you can literally create books while you're on vacation. Ashley created 4 books while she was on vacation. Bonnie here created her book in an afternoon while she was working her 9-to-5 job. Guys, it doesn't matter how little time you have, how busy you might be, because I know we're all super busy. This is so quick and easy to do that absolutely anyone can make time for it. So, my question for you is, using what I just showed you, could you publish a book? You just saw me do it in less than an hour and a half, basically just filling in the blank. Okay, so it's never been easier to be a published author, to get results, to start getting paid with your own books. So that there wraps up step number 2, automate. Now we move on to the last step, step number 3, multiply. And this right here is everyone's favorite step and the most important step, because this is where we get to talk all about money. So now that we have our book made and on a topic that we know people want, how do we make money with it? And there's no better person to listen to about money than one of the richest people ever, Warren Buffett. And what he says about making money is you should never depend on a single stream of income. Because if anything ever happens to that one stream of income, you're kind of screwed. You want to be in a position where you could lose an income stream and it's fine. So that applies to if you have a job and that's your only source of income. That's not a good position to be in, right? But the same applies to publishing, which is why step 3 is to multiply your income streams. So as you'll see here, we publish in a way that, quite honestly, makes it hard to fail with this, because every book just has so many ways to make money, okay? So this step here will explain how it is the average results of someone following the system is $1,800 a month in recurring royalties, all right? It's because we're not relying on 1 or 2 income streams to be successful. What I'm going to show you is how to build a portfolio of income streams so you never have to worry about where your next paycheck is coming from. And when you have that many streams of income, guys, it's hard to not make money, right? So that's what step 3 here is all about. Let's jump into the 4 ways to multiply your income streams from every book you publish, all right? And this first one here, we've already talked about it, is to take your book, turn it into an audiobook, and put it on Audible. So you already know about audiobooks. You already know they're the future of where this industry is going. They're the fastest growing format that people are buying. And it's never been easier to turn your books into audiobooks using AI. And this is Amazon's actual tool that they've created because they want us to create audiobooks. And guys, these are sales you do not want to miss out on, okay? Patrick here has made over $130,000 in just audiobook sales. And that's resulted in hundreds of thousands of dollars in royalties, including his best month ever of $91,000 in a single month. Now, Patrick has obviously incredible results and definitely